As president of B'nai B'rith International, I am pleased to join in welcoming you to our annual Holocaust Remembrance event at the United Nations. For their partnership in organizing today's program, we are very thankful to our friends at the Permanent Mission of Italy, to the United Nations as well, and not least, we are deeply grateful for each of you who made your way to be here this evening. Your participation is testimony to the importance of remembering the Holocaust and of teaching the Holocaust's enduring lessons. Today's event, a yearly one-of-a-kind tradition, now held for a decade in conjunction with the UN's official Holocaust commemorations on January 27th, symbolizes the core of B'nai B'rith's work and mission, serving and representing the Jewish people while bringing Jewish values and commitment to the service of all people. B'nai B'rith has a distinguished and remarkable record of involvement at the United Nations, having been present at the founding in San Francisco in 1945 and maintaining multiple UN accreditations since 1947. B'nai B'rith is the only major Jewish organization with a dedicated full-time office of the United Nations Affairs with active representation at UN bodies, not just here in New York, but also in Geneva, Paris, and beyond. We helped to successfully promote the institution of January 27th, the anniversary of the liberation of Auschwitz, as International Holocaust Remembrance Day. Our role has been publicly recognized by successive Secretary Generals. Beyond the UN, B'nai B'rith is the North American sponsor of the program Unto Every Person There Is a Name, promoting remembrance of individual Holocaust victims in diverse communities and campuses. And in Israel, we helped to commemorate Jewish rescuers during the Holocaust, as was done again this month on Yom HaShoah, Jewish Communal Day of Remembrance of the Holocaust. Our past UN events have highlighted themes from the Holocaust in film to interreligious reflections on the Shoah. On Kristallnacht, government and community leaders in an array of countries are convened by B'nai B'rith to remember. The theme of our program today is Toscanini, a conductor stands up for justice. Our gathering reflects both the profound darkness and the hopes of the modern era, coming as the international community begins to mark the 70th anniversary of the defeat of Nazism and the end of the Second World War, as well as that of the founding of the United Nations. Across from whose headquarters here is inscribed the great vision of the prophet Isaiah: "Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore." Our gathering also comes just days after Israel's Independence Day, when Jews dream of peace, security, and coexistence in their ancestral homeland are celebrated and reflected upon. At the same time, we meet at a moment when hatred and violence persist, including anti-Semitism that is again resurging, only now in the context of a globalized world of porous borders, as well as proliferating technology of the most lethal kind. This said, we are fortunate and charged to recall here today those individuals from all walks of life, despite any risk and inexpediency, who chose to take stand against grave injustice. Toscanini's deploring of fascism bears lessons for us today, as its legacy is also one of investment and hope. The great conductor's early embrace of what would become the Israel Philharmonic, a defined project of Jewish anti-refugees, born just before Hitler would commence his march in Europe, signals the potential of life and creativity to ultimately triumph over those agendas is destruction. The lessons of the Holocaust are particular, but also universal. With the coming of new generations, it increasingly falls to the progeny of the survivors and to all of us to bear witness and highlight examples of integrity in the face of bigotry. For their contributions in this vein, we are privileged to hear today from Cesar Gallach, a conductor himself, who will relate the story of Arturo Toscanini, as well as from Natalia Indrimi, the executive director of Centro Primo Levi, named for the great Italian Jewish writer, chemist, and survivor of the Holocaust. We are thankful to them for their presentations and we thank all of you for being here.